What's up guys, Peter here from Reviews on Anything, and today we're having a look at quite an exciting product from LG. This is the KBB 700 Black, or to give it its full name, the LG Portable and Wireless ROLLY Keyboard, but you of course know this for short as the LG ROLLY. Now we've looked at foldable keyboards before, like this unit here from Moco, and they usually have some kind of butterfly mechanism like this to open and close it and to make a small portable package. But LG has thought quite outside the box and came up with a way to actually roll up a keyboard, pretty much like you roll up a piece of paper. So that makes for a very slim and very ultra portable package, as you can see. It's only 10.35 inches long and just over an inch wide and high. So you can imagine this fits in pretty much any kind of bag and probably even in your coat pocket or anything if it's deep enough. There's not much to see on the outside, just the LG logo here. And on the other side a little arrow to mark where you can open it. Hope you can see it on camera. That's the first point of attention actually, not really a downside I suppose, but I would have liked to seen a little rubber strip or grippy strip or maybe an extra lip that makes it a bit easier to open. Because it's not difficult or anything, but at least you know, you have to sort of fiddle around a little bit to latch onto it and pop it open. But when you do so, it reveals a full-size keyboard, which is obviously what it's all about. To make sure right away, this is not a keyboard that you're going to do long hours of productivity on. This is a keyboard designed to live in your bag, live in your messenger bag, backpack, whatever, to allow you to do some productivity on the go, because obviously you don't want to use your built-in keyboard of your device. So it's a keyboard that's allowing you to do some quick work, some quick blogs, maybe emails, so on. But certainly not for hours on end. I think half an hour maximum of work. And for that, this is actually excellent. It is almost the same size as a standard Apple Mac keyboard, so not cramped at all. And as you can see, I don't have particularly small hands. My hands fit on it pretty easily. Now, it's important to notice as well that the keys are not full size, that you'll find like on a laptop or on a normal, desktop keyboard, but they're at least big enough, not to mistype too often. That said, you have to get used to it a little bit, because obviously the smaller keys require you to reposition your fingers just ever so slightly, and that is something you have to get used to. But in my experience, after using it for 2 or 3 times, you'll be good to go. Now, it's a keyboard, so let's not cover too much there. As you can see, there's plenty of function keys going on that you can use with your device. So, that's pretty much like a standard keyboard. And it has all the arrows, pretty much everything you find on a normal standard desktop keyboard, but in a slightly smaller package. Now, on the front here, it's quite a, wouldn't say bulge, but it's the center part of when you roll it up, and that has to be there for several reasons. Obviously, first of all, it's powered by Bluetooth, so all the antennas live in here. There is, I hope you can see it here, a little flap for a AAA battery, so that's good. That's how it's powered. No rechargeable option here, which you can be really sad about, but whatever. It lasts for easily for long enough for many months in order for you to be fine on the go, and that one time that it won't work when the battery runs out, fine. I suppose that's the same thing with a rechargeable battery, but you'll just have to pop in a new AAA here. The other thing that lives in this top bulge is the stand. Now this is very nice, because obviously nothing more annoying than trying to be productive but not having a place to put your device. Yes, sure, you can always find a flower pot or a tablecloth or whatever to pop your device against, and you'll be okay there. But it's very nice that it's included in this particular keyboard. Now, to show you how that works, you see the 2 indentations right here, and you just pop your device in like so. Nothing fancy, nothing more to see here. It's just a way to pop up your device, which is very nice. This is a Huawei MediaPad X2, which is a 7-inch phone or phablet, but you should be fine with an iPad or bigger tablet there as well, as long as it fits the cutouts here. So I don't think it'll really work with a device in a case or anything, but as long as it's thin enough, and you'll be good to go there. I'm not sure how it will work with something as huge as like the iPad Pro, but anything small on that, you should be okay. Pop this back in. Now the way it rolls up is pretty much the same way it rolled out, but as you can see, when I roll it up, it'll sort of pop in place by magnets here on the side, which is very nice. That means it's always locked in the same position, always locked in the correct position, and you don't have to fuss around in order to get it rolled up properly. So as you can see, click, 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 and done. Couldn't be easier, really. And it's really nice. The magnets are strong, but not overly strong, so you don't have to, force it to get it open, or it won't, pop folded by itself when you're trying to type. But they're strong enough to make it work very well. And once it's rolled up like this, there's a bit of, flex and give, I suppose, in the whole thing. As you can see, I can, twist it slightly, but nothing to worry about, nothing that will compromise the integrity of the device. Now rolling it back open again, the typing experience. You can see that it's flexible, once it's open. So it's not the most ideal keyboard to use on your lap. This is really designed to be used on a flat, solid surface. So think a desk, table, bar, whatever place you have where you can sit down for a little bit and use your whatever iPad, phone, whatever to do productivity. This has to, just lay flat on a solid surface. There's no stand in order to make it stand up a little bit. You could theoretically roll this under, but then you'll end up with a very awkward angle that doesn't work. It's really designed like so. And yeah, this just has something you have to live with. It's for a flat and solid surface. Now I could show you the pairing process and the connecting process and so on, but that's pretty much standard Bluetooth practice, so I don't really think that's necessary. Anybody who has ever connected anything via Bluetooth should be easy going with this. Using it, yeah, like I said, it's definitely not something you'll use for hours on end, but if you're really pressed and you have to, you should be good. I really like the way they laid out the keys. The keys are nice, reasonably clicky, and there's good tactile feedback as well. And they've not wasted time and space with all the sort of functions here on the side with punctuations, enter keys and so on. Obviously they have to be there, so it does take up a little bit of space, but there's plenty of space left for the actual keys that you use the most. So that makes for a really comfortable typing experience. And once you get used to the placing of the keys and the size of the keys, which like I said is something you definitely have to get used to because it is smaller than a desktop keyboard or a laptop keyboard that you're probably using. This is fantastic. I wouldn't say you'll be going at record typing speeds, but you'll definitely be good for some reasonable productivity and do some work on the go much better than using the on-screen keyboard that's built into your device. Are there any downsides? Not really. I suppose, it's not a full-size keyboard, so it will get cramped after a while, but like I said before, you'll be fine at least for half an hour here and probably for even longer typing wise. I would say it's a bit of a fingerprint magnet. As you can see, when I fold it out and hold my fingers on it a little bit, it smudges a bit, but then again, that's the underside of your keyboard, and when it's rolled up like this, nobody's gonna say, oh, your keyboard attracts fingerprints. I don't think really that's an issue either. As far as I can tell, it only comes in black, so I suppose if you're really into styling your devices and your accessories according to your personal aura preference, then I guess black is a bit of a it's only one choice, but I'm sure at some point they'll probably come out with several colors to fit your personal taste. Other than that, I can't really see any downside of this. Then the design, I'm a big fan. I really like this. It feels almost like a very natural way to fold a keyboard. And it makes really the butterfly mechanism that I showed earlier, it really makes that look, I wouldn't say almost dated, but it makes it look very fragile and very cumbersome. And if you think about it, it really makes sense, because why not fold the keyboard up this way and not compromise the integrity of the whole thing. So I think LG has done a fantastic job here in thinking outside the box and coming up with a really solid and really practical solution in the way you fold up a keyboard. And when it's done, like I said before, it's so small, it's so portable, it fits in any kind of bag. You won't have to worry about that it's bends or stretches or whatever, and it just pops open and is ready to use right away. So great job there from LG in thinking outside the box and making the keyboard work this way. I really like it. It's not the cheapest option out there for sure, but for that you get a well-made product, well thought through product from a brand that you can trust, and I think it's definitely worth the money if you are in the market for a very good rollable, in this case, foldable keyboard. Thank you LG for sending us this review unit. We really appreciate that. This was Peter from Reviews on Anything. Hope you guys liked the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!